Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice. We shall sing. I'm Dr. Julia Royston at BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the Book Business Boss Consulting, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. So, this morning, we are in the last Sunday of March. And we've been talking about marching, moving forward. And then today we're talking about press on. You got to get in the press. I'm in the press. Mother Lawless used to say that a lot, and she would say, "I'm in the press. I'm in the press," and of course that would cause people that heard it to have their own definition. Was it a good time? Was it a bad time? Was she feeling good? Was she wasn't feeling good? And we realized that she pressed through a lot, and she testified to many of it. And I'm quite sure that was a lot she never told anyone. It was only between her and God. So there's going to come time in your life when you're moving forward that you're going to have to get in the press. You're going to have to, even my niece said last night, let your yay be yay and your nay be nay, and decide and determine what that looks like in your life. As we move out of this month and head into another month, if the Lord lets us see April 1st, what will that look like? What is your commitment level? Are you going to go harder? You're going to move further? Are you going to come out of your comfort zone, or are you going to maintain? That's just that's just it. That's bottom line. Right through here, in this season that they're in, that we're all in, we have to make that decision. We have to decide. And when somebody else is going, all out, full speed ahead, and it's your rest period, you got to be okay with that. And that's not a judgment. That is your call for your life, for your body, for your business, for your house, for your family, for your career. And sometimes you don't get to make that decision, especially career wise, when you have a boss, when you have a CEO, when you have a supervisor, when you have a leader who's moving in a totally different direction. And sometimes it includes you, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it meets with your goals for your life, and sometimes it doesn't. So Paul says, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward for those things unto those things which are before. And I just used a portion of verse 13 and a portion of verse 14. I press. That's it. I press. I got to stay in the press. Even though I don't feel like it, even though I'm tired, I'm committed to it. Even this morning, I had a rough week last week. I've been on the road. I got home late. I have a lot going on the next week, but I'm committed to this. It's just not an achievement to say, "Oh, I've done 5 years, and maybe I will, and maybe I won't." I'm home. I'm up. Yeah, I'll probably take a nap later on today, but I'm up. I'm committed to this because I said yes. I said yes. And you get in a press sometimes when physically now, physically unable to do it. I get that. Hospital visits, death in the family, got to make arrangements. I get that. But the yes to God and to his direction and to his leadership and paths, it's not based on how you feel. It's not based on, sometimes what going on. It's based on your yes and your obedience. And as we know, throughout the Bible, Jesus went away privately to pray and rest himself, and took respite. So there's no shame in that. There's no nothing wrong with, and your body's going to tell you, and a body's going to rest you whether you do it or not. But you still got to have a yes to the call, a yes to where God is leading you, a yes to his direction that he has for your life, for you. And I know we're the family of God and all members of the body, and we got each other's back, but there's a yes that he asks of you that he doesn't ask for anybody else. There's a yes he asks from you that nobody else gets. They have their own yes over there. When I sang, and as you well know, I've said it many times, I don't do much singing these days in the shower, in the kitchen, in my car. But when I lived a totally different life. And we'll talk about the lifestyle in a minute, but I'll allude to it now. There were things I didn't eat, there were places I didn't go. Uh, there was sleep I had that other people wouldn't do, scarves I wore around my neck. People thought, oh, she's trying to be cute. No, trying to keep my vocal cords, everything warm in there. So there are things that come along with your yes, and realizing that if you're going to be the best you to that yes, there are adjustments, there are changes that have to be made. And the first thing is you, because sometimes you have to keep moving and pressing through your own personal resistance. Doesn't have nothing to do with the devil's not after you. The devil's not fighting you. And I'm finding that more people, yeah, there's some people under the enemy's attack and whatever, because he wouldn't be attacking anybody that's not on his side and fighting against him. He doesn't attack people like that. If he already got you, he's moving along. Move to the next one. Because he told God, I'm pacing, I'm Roman, who I may devour. So, easy prey. I'm looking for that. But then there's some people who are resisting themselves, their own doubt, their own fear. They're caught in their own head. And I'm finding a lot of people are like that. No, not weighing your options. No, not making a conscious and a wise and educated decision. I'm not talking about that. But once you decide, it's either yes or it's a no. It's either I'm getting in the flow, I'm getting in the press, or I'm not. And sometimes the call's been there and you talking about, oh, I'm waiting on the Lord. No, that's that old church flow foolishness out. You ain't waiting on the Lord. You're not. I don't even like when people say, I'm waiting on the Lord. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you haven't heard from him, you're still petitioning the Lord, but you're not waiting on him. You're not waiting on him. Because he's already given you the directions. He's either told you to go left, right, stop, stand still. I'm coming. There's some direction. Oh, I'm waiting on the. Well, if you talk to him every day, okay, let me come out of that. If you talk to him every day, you'll know where he is. And sometimes he tells you long in advance and doesn't repeat himself. He already done told you one time. Why you got to keep repeating over and over again? You used to be getting a whooping if mama had to keep telling you over and over again. What? I done already told you what to do. What you mean? What you coming back again for? And I got in big trouble when I kept asking him something. Well, thinking he's gonna change his mind. You're like, don't come to me. They're asking me that another time. That's the way my mama would do. Another time. And I said, yes, sir. And I said, yes, ma'am. And kept on moving. But sometimes it's your own personal resistance. You don't know the whole plan because I'm a planner. So I like to know everything, start to finish, all the in between. And I'm gonna tell you, when I go on events and spend money and invest in events and I don't get good communication, I don't have good clear direction, I'm going to be very slow to think about coming back to your event again. What? I don't have no what? I don't know where to set up. I don't know what time to be there. I don't know what time to break down. I don't know where door to go in. I don't know what loading dock it is. I don't know what exhibit hall. No, that's all right. I've already cut one off already. Nope, no more investment there. So sometimes it's your own personal resistance to it, the doubt, the fear, that holds you back from your press. And sometimes it's the faith walk itself. I'm gonna take a sip of tea on that one. Well, we walk by faith and not by sight. And since I am a planner, but I'm at the age now where if he don't tell me all the steps and he doesn't tell me no, that means go. If he doesn't say no, you shouldn't do that, or oh, that wasn't on the plan for this year, blah blah blah, then I stop. But if I don't get a resistance from him, from God, or my husband, it's a go. And I feel like someplace I need to be, I want to be, I can be, it's a go. But some people have a hard time with that. But it's a command. We walk by faith and not by sight. We believe in him. Because if we knew all the answers and could do it all on our own and didn't need him, to lead and guide and direct us, excuse me, then, allergies and everything, then we would be God. No, we're not. We're not him. Mm-mm. No, only one. So you got to press through the yes, through the calling, through the direction, over yourself, getting over yourself, not haters and all that. Give them too much press. Sometimes it's just you. And then the faith walk itself, like he told Abraham, I'm going to take you to a place that I'm going to show you. He didn't even tell him where. He just said, pack up everything, leave everything you know. Let's go. I'm not Abraham, but I've been there, done that. And then sometimes we have to press to remain committed. I already told you. I'd probably physically rather be in bed, and I'll probably take a nap later on today. But the commitment physically, emotionally, and sometimes financially. Because when you press and forget what's behind you and press, you got to remember, you got to adjust everything. Where you spend your time, where you spend your money, where you spend your body, where you go, where your energy goes, financially, emotionally, physically, where you are, where you're committed to, it changes. The places I tell you what I had circled on my calendar, I knew where I was going to be in April. I knew I was going to be in July. I knew where I was going to be in October. 3 times a year, baby, I wouldn't miss it. I was on the first and second row, right up front, grabbing the mic, sing, lead the choir, everything. Did it. But that season is done. I loved it. I was committed to it. Everything, new outfit, clothes, everything. But that season is done. That season is over. It's time for the season God has me walking in now at 61 years old, as a publisher, as an author, as a person who has responsibilities and contracts to other people, a person who has commitment to God and where he's leading, where he's directing, a person who's been married 18 years and has a commitment to a husband and a family, a commitment to my mother who's still alive, my father who's gone to glory, my sisters, my nieces, people in my sphere of influence. That's the commitment. That's where I have to be. And it has to be the God agenda and not necessarily somebody else's agenda. Yeah. And where I will do the limits, the boundaries. Ooh, it's a lot. But Paul says I got to press. I press. I got to forget that's behind me and reaching forward unto those things which are before, because I have more years behind me than I do in front. So therefore, I have to be strategic in where I go, what I do, where I spend my time, where I spend my energy. Energy. It's a big deal. I mean, I even change my hair because I don't want to fool with it. I just like, okay, give me something that I can maintain that's quick, because all of that is additional time and energy in something that's important. Yeah, how you do that. What you do with your hair is fine. It's beautiful, looks great on you. But for me, it was more, it was getting in the way, you know. Oh, more focus, more, oh no. So I got to press. And then finally, the lifestyle. I alluded to it earlier, but the lifestyle. And I know when you say lifestyle, you start getting into a whole lot of things. I'm not talking about that. That's for another person, another situation. Lifestyle is how you want to live your life. You know, my lifestyle is I'm a tea drinker. It's in a cup. It looks like it could be coffee, but I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. Even though I work for a major multi-billion-dollar coffee brand, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. That's my lifestyle. That's the life I'm committed to. That's what I'm committed to. You know. And I know that there's some people that are committed to lifestyles that are other people. They don't even, they're really not into that. They're just trying to impress somebody else, whatever. Now I guess I could learn how to drink coffee. I don't even like the taste. I love the smell, love the flavor. No, I don't have a palate for coffee. I'm a tea drinker. So there are some things that, it's just a part of my lifestyle. Yeah. I wear glasses because I need them. I have to have them. My vision is far, I'll just say far from 2020. Always has. When I started at 8 years old, it was 200. So you can imagine where it is at 61. That's my lifestyle. Some people wear glasses just because they like them. They cute. That's not my call. My call is I gotta have them. I need them. So deciding the lifestyle for your press is that between you and God, what that looks like. Totally different. No judgment. Mm-mm. No, because I'm focused on March was to focus on me. I'm praying. I love you. I wish nothing but the very best, double everything, exceedingly abundantly. I want Ephesians 3:20, whatever he got for you. I want him to give it to you. I want him to have it. But there are things that I do in my life that you can't do. And there's things that you do in yours I can't do and don't want to do. So the press has to be down in you, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward at the. Now I think I haven't looked at the other versions, but this forgetting is, you know, it's not necessarily not in your computer bank, because I've said that before. It's not like you can't recall it, but you got to forget it, because sometimes God has new things for you. And if you are wanting to do things the same way with the same, it's not going to work out, because sometimes the part of the press is pressing into the new. I will do a new thing in you. Sometimes the press is pressing past yourself, but pressing past what you already know. So sometimes you forget what you know and say, God, what do you want? Oh, I would have done that way. I would have gone in that direction. It's like having the GPS, and all of a sudden you realize, why is it taking me the street way? We can't go the highway. What's going on the highway? And sometimes we found out on the highway, there was a major wreck. There was on the highway, there was a major problem. On the highway was construction, and it delayed you. Hello. I hope I'm preaching to somebody. Uh, uh, Delayed you for 20 minutes. But if you went the street way and stopped at all the lights and the roundabouts, which I can't stand, but the roundabouts and all that, you'll get there the straight way, the easier way. It may take a little bit longer, but it won't be as long as you sitting on the highway for 20 extra minutes because there's a wreck they're trying to clear up. Or like we were in Alabama, there was a tree that was crossing one and a half of the lanes, and we had to almost go into the median to get around. Been there, done that. But you got to press. You got to move forward. All right. I hope that helps you. I hope that blesses you to get in your press for your life, for your call, and for the purpose that He has for your life, so that you can live your best life. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk 24/7. 11 o'clock, the Spike Davis and Friends show is coming up. And Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, envision-radio.com is the Book Business Boss Show. 17 years of my ups and downs, ins and outs, and all around poured into the Book Business Boss Show. And having that ability, and it's a wonderful opportunity. And the replays are at the Book Business Boss podcast.com. I'm up to season 3. I think it's episode 40 that's already there. So there'll be more episodes, and season 4 being uploaded soon. Go back to season 1. Jump on in, subscribe every time I upload a new one at the Book Business Boss podcast.com. For my books in Birmingham, Spirit Filled Christian Bookstore in Greensboro, North Carolina, New Chapter Bookstore, gift shop in Ben's Boys in Greensboro, North Carolina. In Louisville, go to Brew and Sip Coffee Bar, 2860 Packer Lane Way, Janami Books and More on South 18th Street. And follow the Book Nerd Fam, the mobile bookstore, right online. Coming up. All right. You ready to write? Are you fun? And I'm meeting people still. People have written 12 volume, but they don't know how they want to publish. You don't know where to start. I get that. So let's start. April 5th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. RoystonClasses.com. Write that book now workshop. Saturday. In your home, in your pajamas. Hello. Get your favorite breakfast drink and let's go. Bring your notebook, bring your pen and paper, open up your computer with a blank document, and let's start. So that's the Saturday, April 5th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more information and to register, go to RoystonClasses.com. April 12th, I'll be in Elizabethtown, E-Town, at the Elizabethtown Early Childhood Association with more than 200 child care workers, owners, etc. So super excited to be there. If you're in the Louisville, E-Town, Radcliffe, down to Bowling Green, come on through. Glasgow, come on through. Meet me at ECTC Community and Technical College there in E-Town, Kentucky. And then I'll be home the weekend of April 19th. And then I head to Columbus, Ohio, April 24th through the 26th, the Great Homeschool Convention. Meet me there. If you're a homeschooler, we were just in Greenville, South Carolina. And that was incredible. All the information. So if you're interested in homeschooling, learn about it. If you are a homeschool house and educator, that is a phenomenal resourceful. And at times I looked at the parents and they were like, I'm overwhelmed. I said, I know. Eat that elephant one bite at a time, one step at a time, one bite at a time. So, but I'll be there with books and super excited to be there. I'm Dr. Julia Royston. If you need to connect with me, if you're ready to write your book, and you've already written your book and you just like, what are the next steps? Let's have a free consultation at talkwithroyston.com, as well as all my other websites and online stores are at juliaakroyston.com. That's JULIA, another AKROYSTON.com. You all be blessed. Have a phenomenal rest of the day and this week. And let's get ready for April. Let's make it awesome. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Hey, Devon. Hey, love. Yeah. You're welcome, baby. I hope everything's going well with the big T in Texas, and love you very much. Talk to you soon. You all be blessed in all that you say and do. Bye-bye.